Beer here back in the Fantasy Bar Tuesday on tap. 6 of my favorite plays for you on FanDuel and DraftKings, including a couple slow starters. I think we'll have very minimal ownership here tonight. A starting pitcher delivering elite strikeout numbers at a discounted price. What team should we stack up tonight? And of course, my favorite play of the night. Who we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Tuesday edition, Beers Daily Fantasy six-pack. Good to be back once again here with another video from the Fantasy Bar. 6 plays for you fresh off the tap for FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out the video. Before we get into the plays, couple things. Take a second, click that thumbs up button. That is the tip jar here on these free videos. Thank you for that in advance. Also, subscribe to the channel. Don't miss any of the content. The days will never be consistent. We'll try to match up with the best schedules we can throughout the week here. So make sure you subscribe, get those notifications for when these videos get released. Also, check out scoresandodds.com/beer. Great time to get in over there. Masters is here, going to have coverage for you over there and on RotoGrinders. Baseball in full swing, NBA playoffs around the corner. So make sure you're armed with the best information. You'll find that over at scoresandodds.com/beer. All right, let's get into it here. Let's start in the outfield with Kyle Schwarber of Philadelphia. Now, definitely slow start here for Kyle Schwarber. We haven't seen much out of him here tonight, and even in a limited sample, people may shy away. It'll lower the ownership here, but I love this spot for him. First of all, we know, ton of power against righties, 375 WOBA, but that ISO really jumps off the page at 340. In New York, we know that short porch out there in right field and gets a good matchup here with Germán, who gives up a ton of fly balls, 49% fly ball rate last season to left-handed hitters. So if Schwarber get one up in the air, that hard contact rate above 35% where we want it, I think he gets off the schneid tonight and goes yard against Mr. Germán. All right, let's get your catcher spot knocked out on DraftKings with Salvador Perez of the Royals. Now, I don't like to pay up for catcher normally. It's usually a spot you can find a cheap guy, but sometimes there's spots where we can pay up, and I think tonight, one of those spots here with Salvador Perez, FanDuel, you always have the option. Use the guy, not use the guy. I think he's playable here on both sides here. Solid numbers against left-handed pitching with a 231 ISO. Very good against fastballs, and that's what I love about this matchup. Kikuchi uses that pitch a ton against righties over half the time. That is his pitch. We're talking a 413 ISO for Sal Perez against that fastball. Kikuchi, major struggles with right-handed hitters. All red here in our Plate IQ tool in our premium suite of tools, which you'll have a shot. That's a free RotoGrinders premium coming up at the end of the video, but 381 WOBA allowed, 279 ISO, a hard contact rate at 50% to right-handed hitters. I could go on and on and on. Point is, Sal Perez in the smash spot tonight against Mr. Kikuchi. All right, next play for you on the infield, second baseman Brandon Lau of Tampa Bay. Now, another slow starter like Kyle Schwarber. I think a lot of people may shy away here, hasn't done much, so let's jump on board here. Fair prices, DraftKings under 3,500 for a guy that hits in the heart of the order, exactly what we are looking for. Now, numbers last year against right-handed pitching, nothing jumps off the page except that batting average on balls in play. Just 259 for him, so got somewhat unlucky. Numbers traditionally have been better for Lau against righties. Good matchup here with Chad Kuhl. First of all, Kuhl loves to throw the sinker. That is his primary pitch. 2 left-handed hitters, 313 ISO for Lau against that pitch. And we know Chad Kuhl has made a career out of struggling with left-handed hitters, a guy that we have picked on for years and years and years. Not going to change now. Power mix is there, 40% fly ball rate, and a huge 49% hard contact rate. Brandon Lau, I think he gets it going here tonight as well against Chad Kuhl. All right, starting pitcher. I promised you a guy with a big strikeout rate at a discounted price. That's Andrew Haney of Texas. So we're talking ace-like numbers here for Andrew Haney. Strikeout rate north of 35% last season. That's normally a guy we're paying $10,000, $11,000 for. We're getting him under $9K on both sites here tonight. And you look at this matchup, yes, this Baltimore team is fun, exciting, a lot of young hitters. That means a lot of strikeouts as well. Every single projected hitter in this lineup, 20% or higher strikeout rate against lefties. 6 of those batters, 24% or higher strikeout rate. So I think the K's certainly going to be there for Andrew Haney, who did a great job against both righties and lefties last season, holding them both under a WOBA 310. Not a ton of walks allowed either to go along with those strikeouts at just 6.5%. Love this spot for Andrew Haney. Love this price. I think we get a ton of strikeouts in this matchup with the Baltimore Orioles. All right, back to the bats at third base. Let's spend up on Nolan Arenado of St. Louis. So great start to the season here for Nolan Arenado. Hits in every single game so far. 2 of those games, multi-hit games. And you talk about being unlucky against lefties. 191 batting average on balls in play. Now, that did not affect him. In fact, this is very impressive. Despite that unluckiness and a BABIP under 200, still delivered a 382 WOBA and a huge 366 ISO. If we give him a batting average on balls in play at 250 even, which is not a great number, we're talking ISOs in the 400-500s potentially, which he has done for the majority of his career against left-handed pitching. And I always get the question, well, he only gets 1 at-bat against this lefty. Does that matter in this spot? He's good against righties as well. So no matter what Atlanta does, if they pull the plug quickly on this young left-hander, we get a righty. Still a good spot here, Nolan Arenado tonight against the Atlanta Braves. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Tuesday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Very easy to play. All you got to do, get in the comment section right below the video and guess fantasy points on FanDuel tonight for my highest scoring hitter. Don't even need the name, just the fantasy points for whichever one of my 5 hitters delivers the most fantasy points. The closest guess is going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. All right, let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for Tuesday night, you know, Matt, the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to go to St. Louis once again. Get that stack rolling at first base with Paul Goldschmidt, tonight's Beast of the Night. To talk about opening to a season, Paul Goldschmidt, 4 straight multi-hit games here, coming off of that MVP award, trying to go back-to-back here, and certainly making a case early on in the season, of course, we're only 4 games in, but red-hot start here to Paul Goldschmidt, and this guy has owned left-handed pitching once again last season. We're talking an ISO north of 400, 537 the WOBA for him against lefties. So great matchup here against the left-hander, same as Nolan Arenado. Doesn't matter if they switch out righties, lefties. Still a good matchup here for Goldschmidt. I love the Cardinals, easily my favorite stack tonight. I had a comment the other night on one of the videos, can you start including stacks, which is a big part of baseball. We give you a lot of individual plays, but we will start including that as well. St. Louis, the stack I want tonight, Paul Goldschmidt, easily my favorite play on the board, and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it for Tuesday night here with 6 of my favorite plays. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, fantasy points from my highest scoring hitter on FanDuel tonight for a shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. And who is your top play? Who's your top stack? Favorite pitcher? Let's talk some baseball in that YouTube comment section for RotoGrinders.com. I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck on the slate tonight. We'll take a couple days off. Be back again on Friday with another video. Subscribe if you have not already, and hit that thumbs up button on your way out the door. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it very much. We'll see you on Friday.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist